I'm so glad you're here, just as you are. Perhaps the house has finally grown quiet, yet inside, the gears are still turning. You're lying there, and your mind is replaying a conversation from 3 o'clock this afternoon. Or maybe it's already racing ahead to a meeting scheduled for tomorrow morning. It's that familiar, heavy buzz of the doing mind, the one that feels responsible for holding the whole world together, even in the dark. I want you to know something right now. You don't have to fix anything tonight. You don't have to solve the puzzle of your life, or heal your past, or plan your future before the sun comes up. Tonight, the only thing required of you is to exist. You've carried enough for one day. In the next few minutes, we're just going to sit together in this space. We'll practice the simple, quiet art of unclenching, letting the day's stories soften and fade into the background. There's nowhere else you need to be. So, if you're ready, just let your eyes rest closed. Give yourself permission to stop looking for answers. For now, just listen. Just breathe. As you just listen and just breathe, you might notice how your breath is already beginning to find its own natural, slower rhythm, like the tide receding from the shore at dusk. The air moves in cool and leaves warm, and with each exhale, the surface of your mind starts to smooth out. It's a subtle shift, a softening of the edges, as the heavy architecture of the day begins to lose its shape. The room around you is filled with a gentle, silent presence, and the bed beneath you is no longer just furniture. It is a steady anchor, holding you exactly where you need to be. Think of all the things you've carried since the sun came up this morning. In our world, we are taught that our value is tied to how much we can hold, how fast we can move, and how many problems we can solve before the clock strikes midnight. You've likely spent the last 14 hours being the one who remembers everything. The deadlines at the office, the grocery list, the car that needs oil, the sensitive email that required just the right tone, the constant low-humming worry about the bank account or the health of someone you love. It's a lot of weight for one soul to carry. It's like walking through a long day wearing a heavy winter coat, even though you're now safely inside, standing by the fireplace. Right now, in the quiet of this room, you can feel that coat starting to slip off your shoulders. You don't have to unbutton it. It's simply dissolving. Feel the muscles in your jaw, which have been clenched tight since your first cup of coffee, finally beginning to let go. Notice the space between your eyebrows, the place where we keep our concentration, our effort, and our willpower. Let that space widen. Let it become smooth, like a piece of silk laid out on a table. There is a profound relief in realizing that, For these next few hours, there is absolutely nothing you need to achieve. The world's expectations stop at your bedroom door. The to-do list that was shouting so loudly just an hour ago is starting to whisper now, its voice growing fainter and fainter. It's as if those tasks are like distant streetlights seen through a window on a rainy night, blurry, soft, and far away. You can see them, but they can't reach you here. They are part of a different world, the world of doing, and you have successfully crossed the border into the world of being. In this space, the only work is the rise and fall of your chest. The only deadline is the next slow breath. I want you to imagine that your mind is like a house after a long, busy party. All day, people have been coming and going. Thoughts, voices, demands, anxieties. It was loud and it was crowded. But now, the guests have all left. The music has stopped. You are walking through the rooms, turning off the lights one by one. Click. The kitchen light of productivity goes out. Click. The hallway light of social expectations goes out. Click. The bright, harsh desk lamp of financial worry goes out. Now, there is only the warm, amber glow of this moment. As the light softens, you might feel a sense of thinning in your thoughts. Instead of a thick, tangled forest of what-ifs, your mind is becoming more like an open field at twilight. The thoughts are still there, perhaps, but they are like birds flying high overhead, too far away to hear their wings, just shapes moving across a darkening sky. You don't need to catch them. You don't even need to name them. You can just watch them pass, knowing they are not you. They are just things that are happening, like the weather, while you remain the vast, quiet sky that holds it all. Notice the sensation of your limbs. Your legs feel heavy, sinking deep into the mattress, as if the bed is absorbing all the miles you walked today. Your arms are resting at your sides, hands open, fingers naturally curled. There is nothing to grasp anymore. You have let go of the steering wheel. You have let go of the pen. You have let go of the phone. Your hands are empty, and in that emptiness, there is a strange and beautiful kind of power, the power of peace. If a thought about tomorrow tries to pull you back, if the mind tries to start the engine again, just return to the anchor of your breath. Feel the coolness at the tip of your nose. Follow it down into the lungs, and then feel that long, slow release. Every time you breathe out, You are saying thank you to the day for everything it taught you, and goodbye to the day for everything it took from you. You are clearing the slate. You are making room for the silence. The weight you felt earlier, that tightness in the chest, that buzzing in the temples, it's moving now. It's flowing out of your body, through the sheets, and into the earth. You are becoming lighter. You are becoming more transparent. It's as if the boundaries of your body are beginning to blur just a little into the softness of the pillows and the stillness of the air. You are safe. You are held. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. And you are doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing. Nothing. The day is over. Its stories are finished. The book is closed for now, and it's resting on the nightstand. There is no need to peek at the next chapter yet. The ink is still wet on tomorrow's pages, and they don't need your eyes to read them until the sun rises. For now, there is only this breath, this bed, and this deepening, beautiful darkness. And as that book rests on the nightstand, its pages staying still in the deepening, beautiful darkness, you might realize that the story of your life doesn't need a conclusion tonight. We Americans are so often driven by the need for closure, to finish every sentence, to solve every problem, to wrap every day in a neat ribbon before we allow ourselves to close our eyes. But nature has a different way of being. Think of a late August afternoon in the Midwest, or perhaps along the coast, where the sun begins its slow, inevitable descent toward the horizon. The sky doesn't rush to finish its work. It simply softens. It transitions from a bright, demanding blue into a bruised purple, then a dusty rose, and finally a velvet charcoal. The birds don't have a meeting to decide when to stop singing. They just settle into the eaves of the porch, one by one, until the silence is the only thing left. That sunset is happening inside you right now. You might feel a lingering impulse to go back and fix the events of the day. That one comment you made to a coworker that felt clumsy, or the way you handled a difficult conversation with your partner. It feels like an unfinished story, a loose thread that your mind wants to pull on until the whole day is unraveled. But look at how the trees outside your window handle the coming of night. They don't struggle to keep their leaves visible in the dark. They don't worry that they are incomplete because the sun has disappeared. They simply stand there, rooted and deep, trusting that the stillness is just as important as the growth. Your breath is your anchor in this deepening twilight. Feel it moving through you like a gentle breeze blowing through an open screen door. It doesn't ask for anything. It doesn't judge the day you've had, it just flows. With every exhale, imagine you are releasing those loose threads of your unfinished story. You are letting the narrative of me and my problems blur at the edges. In this warm, dim light of your bedroom, the details of your life, the names, the dates, the bank balances, the mistakes are starting to lose their sharp, stinging clarity. They are becoming like shadows in a garden at dusk. You know they are there, but they no longer have the power to startle you. There is a profound peace in being unfinished. Think of the Great Canyon or the old forests of the Pacific Northwest. They are never done. They are always in a state of becoming, always changing, yet they possess a stillness that is absolute. Tonight, you can be like that. You can be an unfinished poem, a half-painted canvas, a song that has drifted into a hum. The pressure to be a completed person is a burden you can set down on the floor right next to your shoes. You don't need to be fixed because you aren't broken. You are just a human being who is tired, and being tired is a sacred state. It is the body's way of saying it's time to return to the source. As you sink deeper into the bed, notice how the silence of the room seems to be feeding your spirit. In the hustle of American life, we often see silence as a void, something to be filled with podcasts or music or planning. But tonight, let the silence be a presence. Let it be like a warm blanket that has been pulled up to your chin. This silence is the space where healing happens. It's the space where the soul realizes it doesn't have to perform to be worthy of rest. You are worthy of this quiet because you exist, and that is enough. Consider the people who came before you, the grandparents who worked the land, or the ancestors who crossed oceans. They, too, had days that felt incomplete. They had worries that didn't get resolved by bedtime, and dreams that stayed half-formed in the shadows. Yet, they found the strength to lay their heads down and trust the night. You are carrying that same quiet resilience in your bones. You are part of a long line of people who learned that the world keeps spinning even when we let go of the controls. Your thoughts are becoming fewer now, and the gaps between them are growing wider. It's like watching the stars come out in a rural sky. At first, there are just a few bright points, but as your eyes adjust to the dark, you realize there is a vast, shimmering emptiness between them. That emptiness is not scary, it is spacious. It is a place where you can finally stretch out and breathe. The unfinished story of your day is just a tiny flicker in that vastness. Feel the warm light of your inner awareness turning inward. It's no longer looking out at the world, searching for things to do or people to please. It's turning back toward the center of your chest, where a soft, steady warmth resides. This is your home. This is the place that remains unchanged whether your day was a success or a failure. In this center, there are no to-do lists. There is no unfinished business. There is only the rhythm of the heart, beating quietly, faithfully, in the dark. The bed is cradling you now, absorbing the last remnants of the day's momentum. You are like a boat that has had its engine turned off. You are still moving, but it's just the momentum of the water, a slow and graceful drift toward the shore of sleep. You don't need to row. You don't need to steer. The current of the night is carrying you, and it knows exactly where to go. Let the breath be long and thin, like a thread of gold. Let the bed be as vast as the prairie. Let the you, who tries so hard to be perfect, simply dissolve into the warm, soft shadows of the room. The story will still be there tomorrow, but for now, the story is allowed to sleep too. Everything is suspended in a state of grace. You are floating in a sea of not knowing, and for the first time all day, that feels like the safest place in the world. As you float in that sea of not knowing, you may feel the heavy costumes of your daily life beginning to drift away from your skin, leaving you lighter than you've been since the early hours of the morning. All day long, you have been wearing so many masks, playing so many parts that the world demands of you. You have been the reliable employee at the office, the provider, the problem solver, the neighbor who smiles while carrying the weight of 1,000 small worries. You have been the son or daughter trying to live up to a legacy, or the parent trying to build a fortress of safety for your own children. These roles are like heavy, formal clothes we wear to a long ceremony. They have their purpose, and they are worn with honor. But oh, how good it feels to finally step out of them. Listen to the silence of your room. It doesn't know about your job title. It doesn't care about your productivity or your social standing. To the warm light of the moon filtering through the blinds, you are not a manager or a taxpayer or a success or a failure. Those are just names we use when the sun is up. Right now, in the sanctuary of your bed, those labels are dissolving like salt in a warm evening rain. You are stepping behind the curtain of the great American theater, where the applause and the critiques can no longer reach you. Feel your shoulders drop another inch deeper into the mattress. Without the need to be someone, the tension in your upper back, The place where you carry the expectations of your family and your peers simply evaporates. It's a physical relief, a softening that travels down your spine and into your hips. Your breath is becoming a slow, rhythmic tide, steady and ancient. You aren't breathing so much as you are being breathed by life itself. In this state, you are returning to that pure, quiet core that existed before you ever had a name, before you ever had a resume, or a bank account, or a list of regrets. Think of a small town in the heartland after a heavy snow has fallen. The roads are covered, the signs are hidden, and the boundaries between one property and the next have vanished under a blanket of white. That is what is happening to your identity tonight. The boundaries of me are softening. You are not the person who made that mistake 3 years ago. You are not the person who is worried about the mortgage. Those are just stories passing through your awareness, like cars passing through a quiet intersection at midnight. You are the intersection itself, still, open, and at peace. There is a beautiful, quiet freedom in realizing that you don't have to be important to be loved by the universe. The bed holds you just as firmly whether you won the day or lost it. The air enters your lungs with the same generosity regardless of your status. In this deepening darkness, you are part of a much larger family, the family of things, as the poet says. You are kin to the oak tree that stands in the yard, resting its branches. You are kin to the river that flows toward the sea without asking for directions. You are a soul, resting in the quiet grace of its own existence. Sometimes we feel a sense of guilt when we stop performing. We feel that we must always be doing something to justify our space on this earth. But tonight, let that guilt be washed away by the steady, calm rhythm of your breath. Imagine you are sitting on a porch in a rocking chair, watching the fireflies dance in the tall grass. You aren't trying to catch them. You aren't trying to count them. You are just there, a silent witness to the beauty of the world. That witness is who you truly are. Everything else, the titles, the roles, the responsibilities, is just the weather. Your feet are feeling warm and heavy now, completely relaxed. The muscles in your hands, which have been grasping at life all day, have finally let go. Your palms are open, facing upward, ready to receive the gift of rest. This is a sacred posture. It is the posture of a person who trusts that they are enough, exactly as they are. You don't need to earn this sleep. You don't need to prove your worthiness to the night. You are a child of the mystery, and you are being called home to the stillness. As the thoughts of your daily roles grow thinner and more transparent, you might feel a sense of vastness opening up inside your chest. It's like looking out over the Grand Canyon at night. You can't see the bottom, but you can feel the immense, quiet power of the space. That space is your true nature. It is a place of infinite healing, a place where no stress can take root. The more you let go of being someone, the more you become everything. You are the warmth of the bed, the coolness of the air, the sound of the distant rain, and the silence between the heartbeats. Let the word responsibility float away like a dry leaf on a stream. Let the word expectation sink to the bottom like a stone. There is only this moment, this breath, and the profound safety of being unknown. In the dark, you are anonymous, and in that anonymity, you are finally free. You are stepping into the great rest, the place where all souls go to be mended. Your mind is like a clear mountain lake now. The ripples of the day's activities have finally reached the shore and disappeared. The water is perfectly still, reflecting the vast, dark sky above. There is no effort in this stillness. It is the most natural thing in the world. You are simply resting as the awareness that sees the roles but is not bound by them. You are safe. You are whole. You are home. And as you rest, as that still awareness, home at last, within the sanctuary of the night, you might feel the very surface beneath you beginning to change, transforming from a simple mattress into something much more vast, much more fluid. The solid boundaries of the bed seem to dissolve, and you find yourself floating on the surface of a great, warm ocean at midnight. An ocean that is perfectly calm, perfectly supportive, and as boundless as the American sky. This isn't the cold, crashing sea of the storm, but a gentle, salt-thick cradle that holds you with an effortless strength, requiring no movement, no treading of water, and no struggle from you. Feel how this ocean of rest takes the weight of your body, piece by piece. Your heels sink into the warmth, then your calves, and then your heavy hips. It's as if the water is a kind of liquid grace, specially designed to absorb the fatigue of a long day spent on pavement and office carpets. You can feel the tension draining out of your lower back, that hidden knot of stress from hours of sitting, driving, and rushing. As the water gently coaxes your spine to lengthen and relax, there is a profound sense of surrender here, a realization that you don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The ocean has you. The bed has you. You are being carried by a force much larger than your own will. Your breath is the only sound in this wide, dark expanse, rhythmic and slow, matching the tiny, almost imperceptible swells of the water. Each time you inhale, you draw in the cool, clean air of the open sea. Each time you exhale, you release a little more of your physical density, becoming as buoyant as a piece of driftwood. Your thoughts, which used to be so loud and jagged, are now just small ripples on the surface of this vast internal sea. They move away from you, spreading out further and further until they vanish into the horizon of the dark. The to-do list and the what-ifs cannot float here. They are too heavy, and they have been left far behind on the dry land of the morning. Imagine the temperature of this water. It is exactly the temperature of your skin. A perfect, warm light that blurs the line where you end and the rest of the world begins. As you drift, you might feel a gentle, mist-like rain falling on your face. It's a soft, American rain, the kind that smells of damp earth and clover, washing away the dust of the day's ambitions. Every drop that touches your forehead acts as a tiny signal to let go, to soften the jaw, to let the tongue rest heavily in the mouth. You are being cleansed of the doing and being invited deeper into the being. In this vastness, there is no direction you need to travel. You aren't going anywhere. You are already there. We spend so much of our lives in the States focused on the journey, on making progress, on getting ahead. But tonight, the ocean teaches you that there is a sacred power in simply drifting. There is no north, no south, no clock ticking on the wall. There is only the presence of the water and the rhythm of your heart. You are like a star reflected in the deep, shifting, shimmering, yet fundamentally still. This is the peace that comes when we stop trying to navigate and trust the current of life to take us home. As your body grows heavier and more relaxed, your mind becomes lighter, almost transparent. The memories of the day, the traffic, the screen glare, the crowded grocery aisles, are like anchors that have been cut loose. They are sinking down, down into the dark depths of the sea, where they can no longer pull at you. You are free of them. You are floating in a space of pure permission. Permission to be silent. Permission to be still. Permission to be absolutely, wonderfully unimportant. Notice the sensation in your fingertips and toes. They might feel tingly or warm, as if the energy of the day is finally being redistributed, flowing back to your center. The effort of being a person is over. You are just a point of consciousness, rocking gently in the arms of the infinite. The mattress, this ocean of soft light, is so thick and supportive that even if you tried to tense up, the water would simply absorb it. You are surrounded by a kindness that asks for nothing in return. Sometimes, a thought might drift by like a piece of sea glass, bright and sharp, catching the light of your attention. You don't need to pick it up. You don't need to examine it. Just let it sink. Watch it flutter down through the layers of your awareness until it disappears. The deeper you sink into this bed, the quieter the world becomes. The sounds of the house, the distant hum of the highway, the ticking of the clock, they are all part of the ocean now, transformed into a low, soothing lullaby that only knows one song: rest, rest, rest. You are entering the deep waters now, the place where the waves on the surface no longer matter. Down here, beneath the noise of the day, there is a silence that has never been broken. It is a silence that is full of healing, a silence that mends the frayed edges of your nerves and restores the clarity of your spirit. You are sinking into the very heart of the night, where the warm light of compassion wraps around you like a cocoon. The ocean is wide, and you are safe in its center. The breath is long, and the heart is quiet. You are no longer a person trying to sleep. You are the ocean itself, vast and dark and peaceful, waiting for the stars to fade into the velvet of the deep. There is nothing left to do but drift, nothing left to do but be. As you drift in that vast and dark and peaceful sea, you might look upward from the depths of your pillows and realize that your mind has become as wide as the night sky stretching over the Great Plains. The heavy, watery pull of surrender has softened your body so completely that you can no longer tell where your skin meets the cool cotton of the sheets. You are just a point of awareness, resting, watching. And in this wide open space of your mind, thoughts are still moving, but they have changed. They are no longer sharp commands or heavy weights. They have become like thin, silver clouds drifting across the face of a midnight moon. Notice how a thought appears. Perhaps it's a fragment of a conversation, a flickering image of a bill that needs paying, or a sudden, quiet worry about whether you're doing enough with your life. In the bright heat of the day, these thoughts felt like solid walls, like traffic jams you were stuck in, hot and frustrated. But here, in the warm light of your inner stillness, you see them for what they truly are: just weather. They are temporary visitors in the vast territory of who you are. You don't have to reach up and grab them. You don't have to chase them away. You can just stay here, tucked into the safety of your bed, and recognize them as they pass. Ah, there is a thought about tomorrow, you might whisper to yourself. And like a cloud caught in a high-altitude wind, it simply glides by, thinning out until the stars shine through it once again. Your breath is the steady horizon line in this sky. It doesn't move with the clouds. It remains constant, a slow and low vibration that anchors you to the present moment. With every long, easeful exhale, you are recognizing that you are the sky, not the weather. The sky doesn't get bruised by a thunderstorm, and it doesn't get lost when the clouds are thick. It just waits. It allows. It remains. You are learning the sacred American art of letting be. The realization that you don't have to manage the contents of your mind to be at peace. You can let the mind chatter in the distance, like a neighbor's radio playing softly 2 houses down. It's there, but it's not your music. You don't have to dance to it tonight. Feel the heavy, pleasant warmth in your chest, a warm light that glows a little brighter every time you choose to observe rather than engage. When a memory of a mistake pops up, a moment where you felt less than or not enough, see if you can just name it memory and let it drift. You aren't that memory. You are the one who is witnessing it from the comfort of this dark room. You are the stillness that allows the memory to exist and then allows it to fade. There is such a profound mercy in this recognition. You are giving yourself the gift of being a witness instead of a judge. You are letting the day's evidence dissolve because the court is closed, the jury has gone home, and you are finally free to just be as the clouds of thought grow fewer and more transparent. You might notice the silence between them. That silence is not empty. It is full of a quiet, healing energy. It feels like the air after a gentle summer rain, clean and crisp and revitalizing. Each time you recognize a thought and let it pass without grabbing it, you are reclaiming a piece of your spirit that was scattered across the day. You are gathering yourself back in, like a shepherd bringing the flock home at dusk. Your energy is no longer leaking out into the past or the future. It is pooling right here in the center of your bed, warming you from the inside out. The bed feels like it's growing softer, as if it's made of the very clouds you are watching. You are sinking through layers of fluff and shadow, deeper into a state of gentle recognition. Your thoughts are so thinned out now that they are more like echoes than voices. They are like the soft rustle of dry leaves on a sidewalk, a sound that doesn't demand your attention, a sound that actually helps you fall deeper into the quiet. You are becoming a master of non-interference. You are letting the universe handle the details while you occupy the throne of your own presence. Think of the vast, quiet wilderness of the Sierras or the silent deserts of the Southwest. Those places don't try to stop the wind from blowing or the clouds from forming. They just endure, magnificent in their stillness. Tonight, your spirit is that wilderness. You are vast enough to hold everything: your joys, your sorrows, your unfinished tasks, without being disturbed by any of it. You are the deep, dark quiet that existed before the first thought was ever born. The weight of your eyelids is becoming a beautiful burden, a signal that the watching is almost over and the merging is about to begin. The clouds are disappearing. The sky is becoming a perfect, unbroken velvet. Even the act of recognition is becoming too much effort. Your breath is getting shallower and more effortless, like the breathing of a sleeping forest. You are safe. You are unburdened. You are the silent sky, and the stars are whispering that it's okay to let the last cloud go. Everything is being recognized, and everything is being released into the warm light of the night, as the stars whisper that it's okay to let that last cloud go. A profound and quiet mercy begins to settle over the landscape of your heart. In the stillness of this American night, there is no one left to impress, no one left to convince, and no one left to judge. All the ways you felt you fell short today, the sharp word you regret, the task you left half finished, the person you feel you let down, all of those imperfections are simply fading into the warm light of this room. We are raised in a culture that worships the self-made and the flawless, pushing us to be the best, the brightest, and the most productive until our very bones ache with the effort. But tonight, the bed is offering you a different kind of truth. It whispers that you are allowed to be messy. You are allowed to be a work in progress. You are allowed to be perfectly, beautifully imperfect. Feel the tension in your chest, the place where we often hold our should-haves and could-haves, as it begins to soften like wax near a low flame. Your breath is getting longer now, reaching deep into the belly, carrying with it a message of total permission. Imagine you are standing in an old, sun-drenched orchard in New England. The ground is covered in fallen fruit, some bruised, some overripe, some half-eaten by the birds. None of it is a mistake. It is all part of the cycle, part of the richness of the earth. Your day was exactly like that orchard. The parts that felt like failures were just seeds being planted for a different kind of growth. You can let them lie where they fell. You don't have to clean them up tonight. As your body sinks deeper into the mattress, notice a gentle warmth spreading through your arms and down into your fingertips. This is the warmth of self-compassion, a warm light that doesn't demand change, but simply offers company. You might find a small voice in your head trying to bring up a to-do for your character, a way to be better tomorrow. To that voice, just offer a soft, inward smile. You aren't a project to be solved. You are a human being to be loved. Like an old, comfortable pair of jeans or a well-worn book, your imperfections are what make you real. They are the marks of a life actually lived, not a life performed for a screen. The silence in the room is like a soft rain, washing away the grit of self-criticism. Every time you exhale, you are releasing the need to be right. You are releasing the need to be fixed. In this deepening darkness, there is a sacred kind of good enough that blankets everything. Think of the people you love most in this world, your children, your oldest friends, your parents. You don't love them because they are perfect. You love them for their quirks, their struggles, and their very human hearts. Tonight, can you extend that same grace to yourself? Can you look at the you who struggled today with the same tenderness a mother has for a child who is finally, after a long day of tumbles, falling asleep in her arms? Your thoughts are becoming like distant echoes in a canyon, far too faint to disturb the peace. The inner critic, that loud, demanding voice that lives in the American psyche, has finally grown tired and fallen asleep in its chair. Without that voice, the room feels much larger. The air feels thinner and sweeter. You are resting in the realization that your worth is not a score to be tallied at the end of the day. Your worth is the breath itself. Your worth is the fact that you are here, breathing, feeling, and being. You are ticking the box just by existing. Let the warmth of the bed be a physical manifestation of this permission. Let the sheets wrap around you like a cocoon of, it's okay. If your mind drifts to a moment of embarrassment or a missed opportunity, just wrap it in a layer of warm light and let it drift. Those moments don't define you. They are just ripples on the surface of a very deep and ancient well. The deeper you go into the well, the more the surface disappears. You are heading toward the place where there is no good or bad, only the steady, pulse-like rhythm of peace. In the quiet heartland of your spirit, the fences are being taken down. You don't have to defend your territory or justify your actions anymore. The sun has set on the accountant of your soul. Tonight, you are just a traveler who has found a safe inn. The bed is warm, the fire is low, and you are welcome here exactly as you are. Bruises, mistakes, and all. There is a deep, quiet joy in this surrender. It's the joy of finally coming home to the person you actually are, instead of the person you thought you had to be. The weight of your body is now so integrated with the bed that you are like a mountain at night, vast, unmoving, and perfectly at peace with the shadows. Your heart is beating a slow, steady yes to the darkness, yes to the rest, yes to the imperfections, yes to the quiet grace of being human. The stories of the day are dissolving into a soft gray mist, leaving behind only the clear, steady light of your presence. You are safe to let go. You are safe to fail. You are safe to sleep. The world will continue its frantic dance tomorrow, but you are no longer part of that music. You have found a deeper melody, the melody of the breath, the melody of the rain, the melody of a heart that has finally given itself permission to just be. Everything is forgiven. Everything is settled. The day is done, and you are exactly where you belong, resting in the center of a boundless, loving silence. And as you rest in the center of that boundless, loving silence, you may notice that the silence itself has a rhythm, a gentle pulsing that matches the movement of your chest. This is your healing breath, the only thing in this world that has been with you since the very first second of your life and will stay with you until the very last. It is a faithful, quiet friend that doesn't need to be told what to do. In the busy American day, we often hold our breath, or we breathe shallowly from our chests as we rush from one task to another, our bodies tight with the effort of keeping up. But here, in the warm light of the evening, your breath is finally allowed to return to its home in the belly. It is expanding, softening, and slowing down, becoming a long, smooth wave that carries a profound medicine into every cell of your being. Imagine each inhale is like a soft, silver mist rising from a forest floor after a cleansing rain. As it enters your nose, it carries the coolness of the night, reaching deep into the lungs and spreading out toward your shoulders, your rib cage, and down into your stomach. This breath is looking for the places where you are still holding on. It finds the tightness in the small of your back, the lingering clench in your stomach, and the hidden pressure behind your eyes. It doesn't fight these tensions. It simply surrounds them with a gentle, persistent warmth And as you exhale, imagine that breath turning into a dark, slow-moving river, carrying all those tan dew, the residues of the day's stress, away from your body and out into the night. With every cycle, the wave of the breath travels a little further. On one exhale, it washes over your thighs and knees, loosening the muscles that carried you through the city streets or the grocery aisles. On the next, it flows all the way to your toes, sweeping away the vibrations of the morning's hurry. Your body is becoming like a hollow reed or a piece of driftwood on a quiet beach. There is nothing solid for stress to cling to anymore. The air moves through you as if you were made of shadows and light. You can feel your heartbeat slowing down to match this rhythm, a steady, low drum beat that says, "Safe, here, now." In our culture, we often think of healing as something we have to do, a pill we take, a gym we visit, a book we read. But true healing is often what happens when we stop doing. It is the intelligence of the body taking over while the mind is at rest. Your breath is the conductor of this silent orchestra. It is rebalancing your nerves, softening your blood vessels, and telling your brain that the emergency of the day is officially over. You are no longer in fight or flight. You are in flow and fade. You are drifting on the current of your own life force, and it is a current that only knows how to move toward peace. Think of your breath as a warm light that you can move with your attention. As you breathe in, that light grows brighter in the center of your heart, a glowing amber coal of comfort. As you breathe out, that light spills over, flowing down your arms and into your hands. Your hands feel heavy, almost tingling with this newfound softness. They have done so much work today, typing, driving, cooking, holding, and now the breath is giving them permission to be completely still. They are sinking into the bed, becoming part of the stillness of the room. There is a deep, quiet merit in this rest, a way of honoring the life you've been given by allowing it to be replenished. As the breath grows longer and thinner, your thoughts become even more sparse, like the last few leaves on a winter branch. You might find yourself forgetting the beginning of a thought before you reach the end of it. This is a beautiful sign. It means the narrator is finally laying down the pen. The air enters and leaves your body with a soft, shushing sound, like the wind in the tall grass of the prairies or the distant sound of the Pacific. It is the sound of the universe breathing through you. You don't have to try to breathe anymore. The breath is simply happening to you, a gift you receive over and over again without effort. Notice how the bed seems to rise a fraction of an inch to meet your body every time you exhale. You are being cradled by the very air you breathe. The boundaries of your physical self are feeling less like a cage and more like a soft, permeable cloud. You are breathing in the silence of the room, and you are breathing out any last lingering shoulds or musts. Everything is being simplified. The complexity of your life is being distilled down to this one holy movement of air. It is a return to the basics, a return to the quiet grace of being a living thing in a world that, for tonight, has stopped asking anything of you. If your mind tries to wander back to the noise of the day, just gently hook your awareness back onto the anchor of the breath. Feel the slight stretch of the ribs, the pause at the top of the inhale, and that long, luxurious slide down into the exhale. That slide is the gate to the deeper rest. Each time you follow it, you are stepping further away from the world of names and numbers. You are entering the world of rhythm and resonance. You are becoming a part of the night's own breathing. The warm light of your awareness is now localized entirely in the flow of the air. You are the inhale. You are the exhale. There is no one doing the breathing. There is just the breathing itself, a steady, healing wave that is washing you clean. The day is a distant memory, a story told in a language you no longer speak. The only language you know now is the language of the rise and fall, the expansion and the release. You are safe. You are being mended in the quiet. You are ready to let the breath carry you across the final threshold into the dreamless dark. And as the breath carries you toward that final threshold, you may notice that the only thing keeping you from crossing over is the weight of the bags you are still reflexively clutching. In our American life, we are trained to be travelers who never unpack, always keeping our luggage close as if our survival depends on the baggage of our worries. We carry the heavy suitcase of financial planning, the overstuffed backpack of family expectations, and the small, sharp briefcase of our own self-doubts. We bring them into the hallway, into the kitchen, and eventually we try to heave them onto the bed with us. But look at the door to this room. It is a boundary of warm light and absolute safety, and it is whispering that those bags are too heavy to enter this sanctuary. Imagine yourself now, standing for a moment at that threshold. You aren't leaving your life behind. You are simply setting down the gear you no longer need for the night. One by one, feel yourself releasing the handles. First, take that heavy trunk labeled tomorrow's schedule. Feel the physical sensation in your palms as you let it go, the way the blood returns to your fingers, the way your shoulders drop an inch lower. You place it gently on the floor outside the door. It isn't going anywhere. It will be there in the morning, resting quietly. But for now, it is no longer your burden to carry. Next, find that worn-out bag of unfinished business. The emails you didn't send, the chores you didn't finish, the small mistakes that feel like thorns in your side. In the soft American silence of this night, you can see that these things don't need your vigilance to exist. You set that bag down too, right next to the other one. Then, the heaviest one of all, the bag of who I should be. The pressure to be the perfect spouse, the high achiever, the person who has it all figured out. As you let go of this one, a sudden, cool lightness washes over your chest. It's like the feeling of stepping out of heavy hiking boots after a 10-mile trek through the mountains. Your feet feel weightless. Your heart feels open. Now, look at the space you have created. You are stepping into the bed with nothing but the clothes on your back and the breath in your lungs. The mattress feels even more supportive. It doesn't have to hold your luggage, too. You are sinking into the cotton, becoming part of the bed, part of the room, part of the stillness. Every time your breath leaves your body in a long, it's as if you are blowing the dust off the threshold, ensuring that the door is sealed against the noise of the world. Inside this room, there is only the warm light of your own presence. Outside, the luggage sits in the hall, becoming smaller and more insignificant with every passing minute. Think of the old farmhouses across the heartland, where the porch light stays on, but the house is dark and still. Those houses know how to rest. They don't worry about the crops in the middle of the night. They just stand in the darkness and hold the people inside. You are that house tonight. Your crops, your business, your legacy, they are all safely tucked away under the watch of the night. You have done your part for today. You have earned the right to be empty. There is a deep, quiet merit in this emptiness, a way of tilling the soil of your soul by leaving it fallow for a few hours. Your thoughts are like the soft, rhythmic sound of rain on a tin roof. Steady, soothing, but far enough away that you don't need to engage with it. Each drop is a reminder that the world is being taken care of. The financial markets are closed. The offices are empty. The highways are quiet. Even the internet is just a silent hum in the wires. There is a collective letting go happening all across the country, and you are simply joining the chorus. You are drifting into a state where the word mine no longer has any meaning. Not my house, not my problems, not my future. Just the warm light, just the breath, just the bed. As the luggage fades into the shadows of the hallway, you might feel a sense of permission spreading through your limbs like a gentle, warming balm. You have permission to be a nobody for a while. You have permission to let the world spin without your help. It's a relief that most of us rarely allow ourselves to feel. But here, in the deepening dark, it is the most natural thing in the world. You are becoming as light as the air in the room, as fluid as the shadows on the wall. The heavy, dense you is outside the door. The you that is here is something much more ancient, much more peaceful. Notice the stillness in your jaw, your neck, and your scalp. The armor you wear to protect yourself from the world's demands has been unbuckled and left in the hallway with the rest of the bags. You are soft now. You are permeable. The breath moves through you without hitting any obstacles. It's a healing flow, a river of quiet energy that is mending the places where the luggage straps left their marks. You are being restored, not through effort, but through the simple act of setting things down. The threshold is now a distant memory. The door has vanished, and there is only the vast, supportive expanse of the night. You are floating in a field of pure possibility, where the only thing that matters is the next easeful inhale and the next long, sinking exhale. You have left the world at the door, and the night has welcomed you home with open arms. Everything is quiet. Everything is safe. Everything is exactly as it should be. And as the night welcomes you home with open arms, you begin to notice that the stillness in this room is not an empty void, but a radiant, living presence. It is a presence that feels as solid and as kind as the wooden beams of an old New England home, yet as light and as effortless as the air itself. You are no longer just lying in the dark. You are being bathed in a soft, invisible glow, a warm light that seems to emanate from the very space between the heartbeats. This stillness is ancient. It is the same quiet that settled over the canyons long before the first roads were paved, and the same peace that waits in the middle of a vast, sleeping forest. It is a stillness that doesn't just surround you, it enters you, filling the gaps where the noise of the day used to live. Feel your body becoming increasingly porous, as if you are made of moonlight and shadow. The heavy, dense feeling of being a person is giving way to a sensation of vastness. Your breath has slowed to a mere whisper, a soft shh that mirrors the sound of a distant, steady rain falling on a thirsty landscape. With every exhale, the boundaries of your physical self seem to expand, melting into the radiant stillness of the room. You are no longer a separate island. You are part of the continent of the night. There is a profound safety in this merging. When you are the stillness, nothing can disturb you. When you are the silence, nothing can startle you. You are resting in the very fabric of the universe, and the fabric is warm and soft and endlessly forgiving. In our busy American lives, we are often afraid of the quiet. We fill our cars with radio, our homes with television, and our pockets with glowing screens, as if silence were a desert we might get lost in. But tonight, you are discovering that this stillness is actually an oasis. It is a radiant field of energy that is mending the frayed edges of your spirit. Each breath you take is like drinking from a cool, clear mountain spring. It washes over your mind, smoothing out the last few ripples of thinking until your awareness is as flat and reflective as a lake at midnight. There is no effort in this clarity. It is simply what remains when you stop stirring the water. Imagine this radiant stillness as a golden thread that connects you to everyone else who is sleeping right now. You are part of a great, silent brotherhood and sisterhood of rest. All across the plains, the mountains, and the busy coastal cities, millions of people have laid down their tools and their titles, surrendering to this same quiet grace. You are not alone in your vulnerability. You are part of a collective healing. This stillness is the common ground we all return to when the day's drama is done. It is the place where we are all equal, all safe, and all held by a kindness that has no name. As you sink deeper into the bed, notice how the silence seems to have a temperature. It is a warm light that wraps around your joints, soothing the ache of the miles and the hours. Your hands, resting open on the sheets, feel as though they are dissolving into the air. Your feet, which stood so firm all day, are now as light as feathers. The engine of your personality has been turned off, and the cooling of the spirit is a beautiful, rhythmic process. You are becoming a part of the house, a part of the earth, a part of the slow rotation of the planet as it turns its face away from the sun. If a stray thought flickers in the distance, it no longer feels like your thought. It is just a tiny spark in the vast, radiant dark, a firefly in a summer field. You watch it blink once, twice, and then vanish into the stillness. You don't need to follow it. You don't need to know where it went. You are the field, not the firefly. You are the space that allows the spark to exist. and the space that remains when the spark is gone. This is the peace that surpasses all understanding. The peace of knowing that you are the unchanging witness to the ever-changing world. The room is filled with a sense of enoughness. There is enough air. There is enough warmth. There is enough time. The American urge to get more and do more has finally met its match in this radiant stillness. In this moment, you are a king or a queen in a palace of silence. Your only duty is to exist, and you are performing that duty perfectly. The breath is a long, thin ribbon of gold, rising and falling in a slow, hypnotic dance. You are moving toward a state of total transparency, where the light of your awareness and the stillness of the night are one and the same. Feel the support of the mattress as a physical yes to your existence. It doesn't ask for a deposit. It doesn't ask for your credentials. It just holds you. And as you are held, the last bit of doing evaporates from your mind. You are drifting into a place where the concepts of self and other no longer make sense. There is only the radiant stillness. There is only the warm light. There is only the breath. You are safe. You are being healed by the quiet. You are ready to let the last of the world fade away into the velvet of the deep. Everything is steady. Everything is glowing with a quiet inner peace. You are the mountain. You are the sky. You are the silence. The night has reached its peak, and you are resting at the very summit of the dark, looking out over a horizon of pure, dreamless rest. From that summit of the dark, looking out over a horizon of pure, dreamless rest, the world begins to lose its last solid edges. The very air in the room seems to grow heavier, warmer, and more liquid, pressing against you with the softest of touches. This is the great softening. It is the moment when the I who has been listening, the I who has been breathing, and the I who has been trying to relax all finally decide to melt. Your body is no longer a thing with boundaries. It is a slow, warm light spreading across the sheets. The mattress is no longer beneath you. It is part of you, a supportive presence that has waited all day to carry you into the deep. The softening starts at the crown of your head. It feels like a gentle, warm rain, a slow American drizzle that doesn't soak but simply soothes. It washes over your forehead, and the last tiny flickers of thought are extinguished. Your eyes are resting so deeply in their sockets that they feel like stones at the bottom of a clear, still pool. The jaw is soft. The tongue is heavy. The throat is open and relaxed. Every breath is a long, thin thread of silk, pulling you down, down into the velvet. There is no effort. There is no resistance. There is only the softening. Feel your shoulders. They are like hills in the twilight, settling into the earth. They have carried the heavy backpack of the day's must-dos and should-haves. But now, the muscles have completely surrendered. They are as soft as the pillows they rest upon. This softening travels down your arms, through the elbows, and into the very tips of your fingers. Your hands are open. Your palms are empty. There is nothing left to grasp. The grasping mind of the American workday, the mind that wants to grab opportunities and hold on to control, has finally let go of the rope. You are floating. You are drifting. You are safe. Your breath is becoming so quiet now that it is almost a memory. It is a slow, shallow wave, barely disturbing the surface of the silence. With every exhale, you sink a little further into the dark. It's a pleasant sinking, like falling into a mountain of feathers. The thoughts are so far away now that they don't even have names. They are just soft, gray shapes in the distance, fading into the warm light of the background. You don't need to look at them. You don't need to know what they are. You are moving beyond the world of shapes and into the world of pure, quiet being. In the quiet heart of this house, the wood is settling. The air is still. The clock on the wall is just a distant heart, beating for a world you no longer inhabit. You are entering the great permission. You have permission to stop. You have permission to forget. You have permission to be nothing but this warmth, this breath, this bed, the pressure to be a self, to have a history, to have a future, to have a name, is dissolving. You are becoming as anonymous as the night sky. You are becoming as vast as the prairie. Feel the softening in your legs, the heavy muscles of the thighs, the knees, the calves. They are all turning to light. Your feet, which have walked through the stress of the city and the noise of the day, are now as weightless as the air. You are no longer standing anywhere. You are simply present. The radiant stillness has become so thick and so kind that it is like a second skin. You are protected. You are mended. You are whole. The sentences in your mind are getting shorter, slowing down, fading out. One word, then silence. The warm light is everywhere now. It is inside your chest. It is in the room. It is in the sky. drifting into the space between the thoughts, the space where there is no time. In this space is the same as an eternity. There is no rush, there is no tomorrow. There is only this softening, this deepening, this surrender. You are like a candle that has been burning all day, and now the flame is getting lower and lower. The wax is warm and liquid. The light is soft and gold. Soon, even the light will be gone, leaving only the beautiful, healing dark. You are ready for that dark. You are welcoming it. It is the dark of the womb, the dark of the earth, the dark of the infinite peace that has always been waiting behind the noise of your life. The bed is rising to meet you. The breath is a sigh. The heart is a whisper. Everything is moving toward the center, toward the quiet, toward the end of the story. You are safe to let the last word disappear. You are safe to let the last breath be enough. The softening is complete. You are no longer a person. You are the peace. You are the night. You are the sleep itself. And as you become the sleep itself, drifting in that sea of quiet light where no story remains, a final, gentle warmth settles over your heart like the last glow of a hearth fire in a winter cabin. The journey of the day is truly over now, and the lesson it brought you is simple, yet as deep as the roots of the ancient redwoods. You are enough, not because of what you do, but because of the vast, quiet awareness that you are. Every burden you set down tonight has become a seed of peace, and every breath you surrendered has become a prayer for your own healing. You have learned that the world does not need your worry to keep turning. It only needs your presence to be beautiful. May you be safe in this deepening dark. May you be at ease in the stillness of your home. May your heart be as light as the air, and your mind as clear as the midnight sky. As you slip away into the dreamless rest, carry with you the knowledge that you are never truly alone. You are part of a great, silent family of souls, all seeking the same warmth, the same kindness, and the same return to the source. If this time together has brought a small light to your night, you might choose to carry that light forward, perhaps by sharing a quiet thought of peace with someone you love, or simply by resting in the merit of your own stillness. You are welcome to return to this sanctuary whenever the world feels too loud, and if you wish to stay connected to this path of quiet healing, you are always invited to walk alongside us. But for now, there is only the bed, only the warm light, only the long, slow fading into the dark. You have permission to let go. You have permission to forget. You have permission to sleep. Rest now. Everything is forgiven. Everything is settled. Sleep well. Sleep